What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, Aston, to the channel. Yes, Aston right here was named after the car brand Aston Martin. Now, fortunately, I have two Astons now. I got this guy, wait for it, and this guy. So, yes, we have a brand new, well, brand new to me, 2007 V8 Vantage, 6-speed manual transmission. Just got it on Monday. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Every time I walk out in this garage, I mean, I don't know. If you guys haven't seen one of these cars in person, I think they look even better in person, honestly. But I'm actually really happy with this red. I was a little uncertain at first, but it's just super clean. It was fairly well kept. There's some PPF on like the front quarter of the car. And well, the car is in pretty good shape overall. I'll go over some minor things that I've noticed since having the car for what, like 3 days now. But today we are doing the easiest, cheapest, well, it's free, modification to this car. And if you haven't guessed it already and you haven't seen videos already, yes, it is the free pull fuse number 22, the 20 amp that controls, I think there's a valve in the exhaust that basically opens up around 4,000 RPM. So below that, it basically quiets the exhaust note. If you pull the fuse, that exhaust, I guess that valve stays open and lets this V8 sing. So we're gonna pull that fuse, but we are gonna do a before and after startup and idle with a couple revs under 4,000 RPM so you can really hear the difference better. And also a point of view driving. So hopefully the audio will come through decent on that, but more to come. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is grab your Aston Martin keys and some pliers. Preferably needle nose, but hopefully these should be good enough. Second thing you're gonna wanna do, obviously, unlock the boot. Sorry, it's kinda hard to do with one hand, but there's a little button here you can press, and then it unlocks the trunk. But yes, you're gonna wanna open up the boot. I guess because it's British, so we're gonna call it the boot, but the trunk of the car. All right, fine. Now over here, see if we can get some light. On the right side, if you come in here, there's a little tab, a little leather tab. And if you pull that, wait for it, this compartment opens right up, and then this piece just pulls right out. So this is the little panel that covers this panel. And over here you have the fuse box. You have a little 12-volt power outlet. That's actually how you trickle charge the battery, or you can use that to trickle charge the battery, but it is also just a 12-volt power outlet. But right there, the fuse box, that, my friends, is what we want. So if we go in here, there's a little tab on this side, and on the other side, you just want to squeeze those in, and this just lifts right up nicely. And then right over here, I think, so these big boxes make like a T, so you can kind of see like that T shape, and the first fuse right there, that yellow one, that top one, that is fuse 22 and the 20 amp fuse that we want to pull. So before we pull that though, let's just get a quick startup pre-fuse, and then we'll do startup post-fuse. Car shouldn't be too warm in either case. It's obviously been sitting, so it is technically cold right now, but it'll be, I guess, semi-warm when we do it later. Anyways, pre-fuse pull, here's engine startup. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put the key in, turn it to the on position, take this out of gear so it doesn't move forward, hit this button and wait for it. All right, so as you can tell, it's very quiet. I didn't go above 4,000 RPM. I think I went right up to 4,000 RPM. So the valve, in theory, should have never opened unless it opens on cold start, which I'm not really familiar with. But either way, let's pull that fuse and then get another cold startup. I guess it's semi-warm now, but you know what I mean. All right, so just like that, we pulled the 20 amp fuse right out of that first slot there, which you can't really see because it's super dark in here. But either way, fuse is out. Let's go ahead and give it another cold start.
Are you kidding me? That's actually crazy how much of a difference that makes. So that's only like 2,000 to 3,000 RPM, but like, whoa, like that is, I'm not even going above 4,000. That is a huge difference. Wow, yes, can't wait for the point of view driving, but either way, cold startups, crazy how good that sounds with that fuse pulled. Incredible, super cheap. Well, obviously it's free mod to do. Don't even have to buy an exhaust jet. I believe it actually adds like 3 horsepower even because it breathes better or something. So anyways, we gotta get back inside because the other Aston is barking now. Hey bud, good boy. That's a good boy, Aston. Did you like that? Yeah, you liked that, didn't you? What a good boy. See, he's checking out the new car. Aston, meet Aston. Yeah, you guys are like one and the same. Good boy. I'll be honest, I didn't think it was gonna make that much of like an improvement or like difference in the sound, but like that, I mean in person at least, it's drastic. I don't know how well the GoPro picks it up, but that's actually pretty wild. So yeah, I mean, honestly, if you have a V8 Vantage and haven't pulled the fuse, I don't know what you're doing, because I mean, that's part of the reason of like owning one of these cars. Like I got the 6-speed manual V8 naturally aspirated because you get the sound of the V8 engine, you get the 6-speed manual transmission, you get the fantastic looks of the Aston Martin, and on top of that, well, my car came with an Aston Martin umbrella, so then I can flex on people when it's like raining, but that's besides the point. We'll get into that in another video. That car, I mean, it sounds literally 100 times better with the fuse pulled. Like, wow, it's like a drastic change. That's wild. Like basically the car redlines just over 7,000 RPM. So if the first 4,000 RPM, the valve is shut, you're literally missing like half of the rev range. So you have to be above 4,000 for that valve to open up. And like, I mean, yeah, you can chill there, but like you're missing half the experience in the first 4,000 RPM. So yeah. Anyways, let's get some point of view driving, and hope you guys really enjoy this. All right, so the first drive that we're gonna do, point of view, coming up right now is gonna be with fuse in. Then we got our tweezers and a little baggie for the fuse. We'll pull the fuse, do another point of view drive with the fuse out. Hopefully you can hear a difference. My goal is to crack the windows just a little bit, but the GoPro, I'm effectively gonna mount it like right here on the car, and it will be facing forward in the cabin. So hopefully we'll still be able to get the engine note because it will be nice and loud once the fuse is pulled. Anyways, first POV drive, fuse in. All right guys, this is fuse in. So here we go. Also, this is a startup in my garage. So keys turned on. Let everything get going. Power, beauty, soul, system check. Good to go. Fuse in. You know, it's like, it's not bad, but it's just like, it could be better. Make sure we clear up the garage because, well, that's the last thing we want to hit. So I'm not even over 4,000 RPM. That's first gear. It's nothing special. It's really nothing special, you know? Let's just get straightened out. All right, guys, first gear. I mean, it doesn't sound terrible, but you got to get it up over 4,000 RPM, you know what I mean? It's not over 4,000 RPM. It's just, you're just not hearing the music, you know what I mean? It's just not singing. So you want to hear it at low RPMs too, so that way, you know, when you're just starting to get on the beans, you can still hear it and enjoy the engine. But yeah, Let's get another quick pull here. We'll spin around and then pop the fuse out, and then we'll really let her sing. It sounds good at the higher RPM range. Like, that's just kind of the fact of the matter. So, you know, that's fine. Over 4,000. Over 4,000. We're still over 4,000 right now. So you hear it when you get on it, but under 4,000 and you're just not really hearing anything, you know? Oh, my bad, guys. I didn't crack the windows. Let's do, all right, here we go. We got windows cracked now, so not all the way down. Don't want to get too much wind noise. Let's pop out that fuse real quick. All right, we got the little fuse in a baggie here, so let's get another. It's obviously not going to be a cold start now, but a startup nonetheless with the fuse pulled. Key on, let it warm up. Power Beauty Soul, you know the drill. Wait for it. Ooh. All right, guys, let's see how this sounds. Oh, you can already hear it right now, and I'm just cruising. Woo! Oh, that sounds so good. All right, here we go. Ready? It just sounds good all the way through the rev range versus not all the way through the rev range. Also, Model 3 right in front of us. I mean, guys, that sounds pretty good. Good at every RPM. That's the beauty of taking out. I mean, it just sounds so much better. Just listen to that thing purr. Oh man, see, red Aston Martin, red Model 3. Yeah. What? Yeah, Aston Martin Vantage. Yeah. It's fun. That thing sounds nice. It's all about the fuse, guys. Fuse 22. You just pull that one fuse out and it makes a world of difference. Instead of sounding like a vacuum cleaner below 4,000 RPM, you actually get some exhaust note and it sounds gorgeous. I mean, that right there is the soul of the car, right? Like, it says Power Beauty Soul, but then they just kill the soul when they put that fuse in there. It's stupid. Oh, ignore the jerky manual driving. That's just me trying to get better about it. exhaust note right now under 4,000 RPM. Oh yeah, it's so much better. I do need an exhaust note, but you know, that's besides the point. Oof, backing into my garage is so nerve-wracking. And that, my friends, is exactly why you pull fuse 22. I mean, honestly, it transforms it from like a vacuum cleaner, like no sound at all, like just kind of like sucking air, to like an actual naturally aspirated V8 like it should. So I would advise anybody, it also doesn't throw any check engine lights or anything like that. It literally just disables that valve. At least that's my understanding. So if you haven't, pull fuse number 22. It's a 20 amp fuse. Well, if you haven't, I don't know why. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out, would really appreciate it. I have the Cybertruck coming in about a year, but we got the V8 Vantage Aston Martin for now. I got a couple good videos coming with that because, well, I skipped the PPI. There's also some cool things that came with the car that I actually didn't even realize came with the car. And, well, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this vlog. So if you did enjoy it, again, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, say hi to my other Aston. Hey, bud. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching.